Making a fool of herself on national television is nothing new for Angela Rayner, and we know the Labour government is full of falsehoods and have been lying since day one, but this video clip of Angela Rayner is something I can't get over. In today's movie, we'll see a clip of a lying Angela Rayner speaks with such conviction that it has now caused her to be severely degraded all over the world. Additionally, we will review all of the most recent news from across the nation. Just a quick heads up, we do have new t-shirts available on our website. Visit British.com or click the link in the description. When Deputy Prime Minister Nigel Farage said there were questions to answer regarding the Southport terror assault, Angela Rayner labelled him a conspiracy theorist at the end of July. She probably knew there was nothing to it, and he was correct. The government was aware of the specifics. Ryan Al-Qaeda handbook, but undoubtedly kept it secret to prevent inciting conflict within the community. Watch this video of Angela flat-out lying and gaslighting in an interview. What worries me about this, and it keeps happening, is that people are drawing conclusions before the facts are known, even before the victims and their families are aware of them. Can you imagine if you were in those situations? You want to know why this is happening, but you also want to imagine your horror. Being piggybacked by others to cause difficulty during your most desperate period in life is now, I believe, very obvious that Nigel Farage was one of the individuals conducting the piggybacking. Nigel Farage made a statement online yesterday, and as usual, he avoids using harsh language but instead uses a code that his supporters can understand and that anyone with ears and a brain can decipher. I'm making this about me, I'm making this about immigration, I'm making this about fighting for your country, and all of that nationalist and worse. He's a race language. Bear isn't he? I just think I've had my issues with Nigel Farage in previous elections. You can find footage of me taking Nigel Farage on about that poster that he did that time, you know, trying to steer up with the rear of people behind with the row of people trying to stir up problems and troubles. He's an MP now and no and. That is the point really. As a member of parliament he must understand that you have a level of responsibility. You're a community leader, you're elected to represent your constituency, and therefore you have a level of responsibility with that, and it's not to stoke up what conspiracy theories or what you think might have happened, or lean it into what you think. Actually there's a responsibility to say the police are doing a difficult job, local authorities, all of the services that are on the ground. We want to establish facts as soon as possible, and we have a responsibility to hold the community together and say let's get to the facts and then let's look at what the actual solutions are and what we can do about the horrific situation that we find ourselves in, not to stir up these fake news on the internet. And, in my opinion, that's extremely painful for those who are in those situations as well, where their entire world has abruptly changed. They require the assistance of family liaison officers and the support of those agencies that they don't need to do, such as seeing online that what happened to them is somehow being debated about what could have been or couldn't have been, or whether it's time to look at the legitimacy of the English Defence League. The police state it is unbelievable to me that I am stating that Rayner is the Deputy PM. This user claimed that the meme that the only thing separating the truth from a conspiracy theory is roughly 6 months never fails to ring true. We never forget, right? This person wrote, "It's so shameful, this stuff, it's beyond words," and L agreed. Mark claimed that Labour is always willing to deceive, so how can anyone have faith in them? Stuart claimed that it's not a conspiracy theorist anymore and that it's just false information, so let our people be released from prison. This user responded, "Shock, same old Labour lies, lies, and more lies," claiming that it simply confirmed what we already knew, that Labour isn't interested in protecting anyone but themselves and that nothing has changed when they are challenged. What do you think of this? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. In other news, a 14-year-old kid has been detained on suspicion of murder after a 12-year-old died in a vicious stabbing in Birmingham. People sought answers, but they received lies. Starma must go. Just after 3 p.m. on Tuesday, West Midlands police confirmed that the kid was found near Scriber Lane Hall Green with significant injuries. He was quickly transported to the hospital, but passed away as a result of his injuries. The force also stated that specially trained officers have informed and are supporting his family. Police in West Midlands said in a statement, "We have launched our Major Incident Public Portal, MPP, where the public can submit images or video evidence as part of our ongoing request for any information that could aid in our investigation." Detective Inspector Joe Davenport of the West Midlands Police Major Crime Unit stated that the force was immediately reviewing CCTV footage and interviewing witnesses to determine what transpired, why, and who was responsible. Police have asked anyone in the area who may have witnessed or recorded any of the events to get in touch with them as soon as possible. The horrific stabbing occurred on the same day that MPS was informed that the current ban on knife sales to anyone under the age of 18 has not been effective since the Southport attack last July. As it stands, it is illegal in England and Wales to give knives with a fixed blade longer than 3 inches to anyone under the age of 18, and retailers risk fines or even prosecution if the LW is broken. Even as a 17-year-old with prior convictions for violence in the Commons, Southport murderer Axel Ruda Cabana was able to readily order a knife on Amazon, according to Home Secretary A.E.T. Cooper. Cooper informed MPS that it is completely unacceptable and that it needs to change, therefore we will implement more robust measures to combat knife crime. Last but not least, the Crime and Policing Bill this spring includes online sales. According to a royal insider, Princess Kate's recuperation was more difficult than anticipated. The Princess of Wales revealed that she had begun a new phase in her battle with cancer. Following her first solo appearance since 2023, Kate 43 expressed her relief at having cancer in remission while visiting the Royal Marsden Hospital in London, where she received chemotherapy. In her statement on January 14, the princess acknowledged the difficulties of acclimating to her new normal while staying focused on recovery. The insider told People that she has drawn a line under the past year and that she can move forward. The word remission is such a positive one to use, and it just feels like a veil has been lifted on their life of the last year. According to a source close to the royal family, the journey has been more difficult than we may have anticipated. As she adjusts to life after treatment, the Princess of Wales has stated that her top priority are her family, Prince William, and their 3 children. According to the royal insider, the princess family values her husband and kids above anything else. Kate intends to gradually return to her responsibilities by keeping up the same level of royal engagements that she did in late 2024. Please share your ideas about the topics we covered in today's video in the comments box below. If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more British stuff. Thank you, and be careful. Goodbye.